What's up, guys? It's Curiously Imaginative. I made a video just a minute ago about something serious. Now it's something not as serious, so I'm going to take off my hood. It's not as serious, but it's something that needs to be talked about, and that's what apparently I'm late to the party, really. Really late to the party. But apparently there's a lot of talk going around about this is a topic on video games, let me just say that, alright? This is why I'm not taking it too seriously. But it has to deal with feminism, sexism, and all the like, and whatever, okay? What it is that apparently in the new Super Smash Brothers that's coming out, the hot topic now is Zero Suit Samus and her scantily clad, look, and how she looks more sexually appealing, and how she's now being sexualized for the male audience, and yada yada yada. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people that already made videos on this, and I'm just putting out my 2 cents. Just my 2 cents. That's it. I personally feel that with one, me being a male who empathize, and agree with the feminist movement to a degree, yeah, I think it's a little, ridiculous that Zero Suit Samus has now been given an upgrade with bigger boobs and a thinner waist, and now she has to wear high heels. Okay. But let's look at it from the actual standpoint that it should be, which is a video game, and let's not try to group all males together. And I know a lot of people hate when people say not all males are the same, la 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 la, but it's the fucking truth. Deal with it. Jesus. Zero Suit Samus, when I saw her, the new updated version of her, I didn't even realize that she looked different except for like facial features and her hair. I was like, wow, her hair looks fucking dope. Wow, they changed the color of her suit. Oh, what are these heels? Oh, well, they look cool. Then I realized, oh, well, they help her with, jet booster abilities. Cool. That's awesome. She still kicks ass. And that's all I was worried about. Now, all these people that are, trying to say, oh, it's morally wrong that, blah, 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 and she has to appeal to the male audience, and blah, 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 blah. It seems like no matter what you do, you can't really win this argument either way. I mean, I'm not one for over-sexualizing females, but if you can't make a woman sexy and allow her to kick ass, then what can you do? You want her to be ugly and kick ass? Sure, okay. I mean, they have a lot of that with, like, women that they make, a little bit beefier and whatever. And yeah, they could kick ass because they're big and somewhat a little on the heavy-set side, and they're not that attractive to Hollywood standards. Then you have the girls that they make very, very sexualized, but then they can't do shit. And then it's just a thing of, oh, well, she's just a pretty face and she always has to be rescued. There's nothing really groundbreaking or something worth caring about with her, and la 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 la. So when they bring the two together and they make a very, very sexually appealing woman who can kick a lot of ass, now we're just focused on, oh, well, now she's just over-sexualized. Let's not worry about the fact that she can kick ass. Let's just worry about the fact that she's being over-sexualized. That doesn't make sense to me. But whatever floats your boat. I personally feel that Zero Suit Samus, and many people have stated this before, she was more sexually conceived in the early days of Metroid, when after you beat the game with a certain amount of the items you collected and the time limit that you beat it in, she was definitely in a bikini. Now she's wearing a full-blown leotard. Yes, sure, her boobs look bigger, her waist is thinner, but her waist has always been thin. If you look at the sprites on the old Metroid games, her boobs have always been big. If you look at the sprites on the old Metroid games. So what are you arguing about? Seriously. They changed her to look more sexually appealing to males. Okay, now some of the guys might start using her character more. Okay, but for males like me, who are fans of Metroid simply because it's a goddamn game, simply because the character is kick-ass, what does that entail for us? What is that going to do for us? You know, it gives you a little bit of eye candy to look while you're playing in the game. Sure, okay, whatever. But if we're just going to pick her to look at her, then what's the point of picking her? If you go to a tournament, or if you're playing with friends that are actually really good, what is the point of picking her if you don't know how to play with her? And then you'll get your ass whooped. And what? What was the point? Just so you can look at her? Well, you lost the goddamn match. Okay. But no, people aren't going to pick her to just look at her. They're going to know how to use her. They're going to fight with her character and try to win the match. Not about how she looks, but what she does, how she controls, all that other shit. You guys are so focused on the physical aspect of things that you lose the other physical aspect, which is of the game, ass kicking. You're so worried about how things look nowadays. You're so worried about graphics and all this shit that your fucking mind just gets distorted to what you should be paying attention to, which is the gameplay and the game mechanics. So don't blame Nintendo. Don't blame anybody else that has a hand in making the goddamn game. Blame yourself for being such a fucking narrow-minded prick. If you think that everybody's just going to be worried about how she looks while they're playing as her, you're dumb. We've seen Zero Suit Samus before in Metroid Zero Mission. We, saw her in Metroid Other M. We saw her in, I believe, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, actually, and Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. We saw her in there. Guess what? Her boobs still look bigger than normal. Her waist wasn't as thin, but it was still pretty. She looked like a fucking supermodel, let's just say it like that. So what? We played the game because we love the fucking character. We're going to play as Samus and Zero Suit Samus because we love the fucking character. And guess what? And Zero Suit Samus might not get used that much. Why? Because she might be still a little bit tricky to use. And besides, Samus is, she's badass. Whatever. It doesn't matter, man. Anyway, that's all I have to say. It doesn't matter. Stop dealing with your petty bullshit. Stop trying to make things so much bigger than they need to be. Yes, they changed her appearance to probably match a male audience's, whatever they like. But the real male audience that are going to play as her are the ones that love the character, and no matter what. So stop your bitching. Fuck off.